Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Oakley Olson, and I'm your flight attendant today. On behalf of Delta Airlines, I welcome you aboard this flight. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy your personal televised screen. Unfortunately, right now, we're only offering one movie, but it's not too unfortunate because it is Mamma Mia, my favorite program. But we do offer in-cabin Wi-Fi for a small fee of $29.99. Please sit back, fasten your seatbelt, and turn all your devices to airplane mode. And please enjoy this short presentation. Delta Airlines is currently flying to 275 destinations. We cover 6 out of the 7 continents because obviously nobody's flying to Antarctica. As a flight attendant here on Delta Airlines, I've had the opportunity to travel to over 30 countries. Now today I want to talk to you about a special promotion that'll take you on a once-in-a-lifetime experience to the best country in the world. That country is Greece. Right now, for 50% off, Delta Airlines is offering you to fly with them from Salt Lake City to Athens, Greece on a direct flight if you book this week. Visit Greece. Why should you fly Delta Airlines to Greece? Explore islands. There are 227 islands that make up the country Greece. The most famous island is Santorini. You'll see it all over the internet as people love posting about the beautiful white architecture that surrounds the mountainside. I guarantee you'll have your Mamma Mia moment if you visit Greece. An amazing place to stay are the hostels. This was probably my favorite part, when you get to wake up and literally feel like you are in the Mamma Mia movie. You're surrounded by white architecture, beautiful arches, and get to stay right along the coast. The music is also amazing. There's supposed to be a video that plays, but it looks like it's not working. But there are people from Greece that are line the streets that play their authentic instruments that really create a whole cultural experience. Another favorite part of visiting the islands are the churches. Right here, this church was built in 1820 and still stands today. They mark their churches with a blue dome so that everybody knows where the churches are. They still ring the bells every hour as well. The most amazing part of visiting the islands of Greece are definitely the beaches. Right along the Mediterranean coast, that's filled with sea salt water, so when you swim, you actually get to float. You don't even have to try. The coastline is also extremely unique because it's filled with black sand beaches, which can only be experienced in certain parts of the world. Right here is a photo at sunset. What is another reason why you should fly Delta to Greece this summer? Experience flavor. The Greeks are known for incorporating flavors all around the Mediterranean. They take different spices and ingredients and combine into one famous thing. It's an appetizer to almost every meal, and it's the Greek salad. Now this may surprise you as one of my favorite things, but before I came to Greece, I hated all cucumbers and tomatoes and wouldn't eat anything that touched them. It was to my surprise that when they incorporated it with olive oil, feta cheese, and pickled red onions, I was actually able to eat it and liked it. Right here is a picture of a goat because the feta cheese isn't made from just any cheese. It's made from real goats up in the mountains that they take and then they herd it into feta cheese down in the main island. The most famous food that you can try is a gyro. Gyros are sold all over the streets from many different vendors. They have a couple main ingredients, which include pita bread, tzatziki sauce, feta cheese, and then a different type of meat. It can be either pork, lamb, or chicken, and then a variety of vegetables. If you're really lucky, they'll even throw in some authentic Greek fries. What is the most important reason why you should fly Delta to Greece? Relive history. Now, I'm not one who gets really excited about museums and history. I think it's all right, but it doesn't really attract my attention. However, when I visited Greece, it's amazing because it's literally like you're walking through ancient history. Over 3 million Americans can directly tie their ancestry to Greece. I'm included because my great-great-grandpa was an immigrant from Greece to the United States. That makes me a 16th Greek, which is pretty fun. Right here, you can see one of the buildings that I'm going to talk about later, but they're literally all over Athens. Athens is the oldest city still standing in Europe. It has over 7,000 years of history. my favorite things to do, one of my favorite experiences when I look back on Greece is when I was walking around and we had a tour guide, and he pointed at this random tree, and I was like, why are we stopping at this tree? And he told us that Socrates literally sat and philosophized all of his teachings underneath that tree. I was like so enchanted that I went and just touched the tree. The first thing that you have to visit when you go to Greece is the Temple of Zeus. It took about 600 years to build, and it was built in 463 BC. It stands 83 feet tall, and the original architecture is still standing today. The second thing that you need to go visit when you go to Greece is the Panthenetic Stadium. This stadium is famous because it hosted the original Olympic Games. Since then, it's hosted 3 Olympics and was built in 114 AD, completely out of marble. What's fun to learn about the Olympic Games is that it was a way to create peace in Greece in ancient history. The city-states would compete with each other inside the Olympic Games, doing acts that symbolized acts of war instead of actually competing in war. It was a way that men could show off their strength and technique without actually going to war, so then there would still be declared a winner and like the champion state, but it brought peace to the country. The third and the crowning jewel of Athens is the Acropolis. Something that confused me, so I'm going to walk you through it, is the different parts of the city that you see right here. Now, this is a famous theater that was originally taught with Romeo and Juliet and all those different stories, but right here is the Acropolis, and it's the overwhelming landmass that overlooks the city of Athens. On top of the Acropolis is the Parthenon, and this is the temple for Athena. Athena watches over the city of Athens, which is why it gets its name from her. What's special about the Parthenon is that it was built by Persuasive, an amazing architect. He used optical illusions so that when you stand looking at the building, it always looks straight and the pillars are never tilting. It was built in the 5th century BC. So right now, if you book for 50% off, you can get a flight to Greece direct from Salt Lake City to Athens. It's pretty simple. You just go to your app store, download the Fly Delta app, select the weeks this summer that you want to go visit, and book your flight. Let's review. Why should you visit Greece? You can explore islands, experience flavor, and relive history. Visit Greece. Thank you, and have a safe flight.